love types, and how to come to an understanding. Hi, everyone. I was hoping to get advice regarding my 30-year-old male relationship with a guy who is also 30 years old that I am dating. I want to know how to best handle this situation. How should I approach it for the betterment of our relationship, whether we stay together or not? We have been dating exclusively for 4 months, and we met and began dating in early February 2025. We recently got on the topic of love. We always have deep conversations that I'll admit can be a little rough to have. But he is always patient, kind, understanding, and willing to talk, even if he can get a little frustrated sometimes, which tends to stem from feeling misunderstood or disrespected in some aspect, even if not intentional. We always talk about when in a conversation we feel these things because it does seem to fix a lot for the both of us. I should emphasize embarrassingly that this is my first relationship. He has been aware of this from the beginning, and we work together to work through the things that pop up from this, whether it be sex, love languages, future expectations, goals, kids, etc. So here is the problem. We recently got on the topic of love. From what he has detailed, we have greatly different views of love. For him, all of the people he loves are of equal value. He does not love anyone more or less. It's just love. He does emphasize that each relationship he has with his loved ones is different. He says if he does something for someone he loves, he would do the same for someone else he loves. I asked if he saw things this way if he had children. He said yes. He said he would love his kids, but no more or less than the people he currently loves. I told him that his way of loving, while confusing to me, is valid. But this also has us on the cusp of a breakup, which neither of us want. For me, and maybe I'm broken and very willing to be told so, love, especially between partners, is more special than other relationships. And no, I don't mean he has to constantly choose me over everyone else he loves. But I guess I wanted to be the person he loves and does more for. Of course, if he had a family member or friend who needed help, I would want him to help them. And of course, I would want him to foster strong relationships with family and friends. That's important and healthy. But I guess I just want our different relationship to be more valuable than most of his others, if not now, at least in the future. One of the examples I gave is I wanted to feel like Cinderella. Yes, I've watched too much Disney growing up and I'm gay to top it off. I wanted to know my prince would search the entire town until he found me, the person who fit the slipper. But with his love being so open versus more or less, he would search the entire town for anyone he loves. I don't want to be just some other person he loves. He has explained that each person he loves has a different relationship with him. He says our relationship does and will have special moments because those moments are between us. He explains that just because he goes to the movies with a cousin doesn't mean I'm not special when we go together. I kind of understand this, but then I think of the intimate moments of receiving flowers after a surgery or him crying in front of me in a car. Are those special, or am I just the person in his presence in that moment? What stopped my mind was the kids example. I couldn't fathom not loving your kids and our husband more than most others. I have to say, he shows up for me. He does everything to make me feel loved, understood, respected, but I guess what my mind is stuck on is that he would do that for anyone he loves. To me, I feel like we just have very different views of love, and that compromise isn't possible without one of us becoming entirely different people. So I am here to ask for your advice on how to handle or work through this situation. I want to continue to be with him, but I can't help but worry our love style will hurt us. Thank you so much for reading. The guy I am dating sees all love as having the same value. He essentially loves me the same amount he loves all of the people he loves.